Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Dion Hudson, coming at you again, live and direct, with another one like the other one, but just a little different. So, subject matter right now is dealing with the odds, right? How do you deal with the odds when the odds are against you? Okay. When the odds are against you, you are the underdog, and it's really not meant for you to win. How do you deal with situations like that? How do you approach situations like that? Okay. First and foremost, you know, the key to dealing with any situation, especially on that level, is having the right mental mind frame. You have to have the right attitude about this stuff, right? So if you already have a defeatist or quitter's attitude, you won't make it. You have to have that attitude where no matter what, you'll never give up. You're willing to die trying, okay? That's actually what it takes mentality wise. But when it comes to the correct approach, when you're dealing with, these odds that are against you and you are the underdog, the correct approach has to be a balanced approach. It has to be a balanced approach. It has to be the yin and the yang, okay? The yielding and the firm, right? So you got to know when to yield and you got to know when to stand firm. And your ability to read a situation and determine when to yield and when to stand firm can be the difference between success and failure, right? So when I say yield, that means you got to let the current take you. You got to go with the flow, right? Yielding doesn't mean that you get knocked down. Yielding doesn't mean that you surrender. Yielding means that you're allowing the situation to develop and you're not interfering with its process, right? And standing firm, right, means to be decisive and aggressive. Decisive means you have your mind made up. You know what you want to do and you make that quick decision, right? You don't change up because you believe you're confident that this is the right decision to take. And you're aggressive about what it is that you want to achieve. All right. So when you're firm, you're decisive, you're aggressive, But when you're yielding, right, you're going with the flow. You're moving and grooving. You're that dancer on the dance floor, right? So that's grace. And when you're dealing with these odds that seem insurmountable, these odds that seem like can't no one overcome these odds, your ability to strike a balance, right? The yin and yang, your ability to stand firm when necessary, yield when necessary, stand firm at the right time, and yield at the right time. These things are critical, okay, when it comes to your ability to even begin to deal with these odds that are against you. Okay, so you got to have a balance. You got to strike a balance, right? And you got to be willing to be yin at times and be willing to be yang at times, right? So it was years ago when I came across the whole yin and yang thing. This symbol is a symbol that's universal, um, and it's Oriental in origin. A lot of you guys who like to watch these karate or kung fu flicks, and you see them bow in the ring and they're doing this. Yeah, but you don't understand that there's a philosophy behind this whole hand movement, right? And I just gave it to you. And the philosophy is the yin and the yang. This is the yang, this is the yin. And when you bring these two things together, what you have is a balance, okay? Balance. You have a balanced approach to the arts, you have a balanced approach to life, you have a balanced approach to conflict resolution, okay? You're balanced. Now, this balance is mental before it's physical. Okay, so for you to really grasp how you need to have a balance in order to approach these odds, right? You have to understand the whole philosophy of the yin and the yang. Some people practice it just naturally. Some people are naturals at it. They have a quick understanding of a situation and they know I yield here, I stand firm here. We all practice it in different ways, right? But are we conscious of it? And do we know how to use this understanding and take it to different playing fields? So your everyday playing field, that's one thing. But now let's change it up. Put yourself in a situation where the odds are against you, complete odds are against you, and you got to figure out how to overcome this stuff. At that moment in time, the most important thing that's going to help you, right, to overcome these odds is your understanding of just how important it is to strike a balance in everything you do.